Hello.
And good afternoon, Antrim County. This is Antrim County's Veteran Voice Podcast with your hosts, Brandon, Carrie, and Matt.
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
What's happening?
Good Friday. Let me tell you. Good Friday.
Man, the weeks are passing by. They
Real
really
quick.
are. We've been back to back,
Yeah, it's been nuts in here.
which is great. It's
Yeah.
great.
That would be also the reason why we didn't do that podcast last time, too.
Yes.
Yeah, we haven't been doing them
Trying
recently.
to catch up on all the work that we're getting, which is good, but it gets frustrating when you can't get it complete and then you have more coming in, but
No.
we'll get it. Yeah. And that's
And
why
the
we have to
snow.
schedule stuff, schedule appointments.
I'm done with this now.
I'm over it.
Man, I
was
hope we
over
have
it the
another
first
6
time.
more feet coming at one time.
No,
Shut
I still
your
got to
mouth.
shovel my roof today. I might be calling you for a ride to the Hot Seagull Memorial.
Gosh,
Can you
please
come
don't.
pick me up literally off the ground because I just fell off my roof?
Oh, man.
That'd be
Man, I
fun.
was talking to Terry, our commissioner, and he was like, I'm out there with a shovel.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. That mofo is so damn hard. He's doing it all by shovel. You
No,
know,
thank you.
telling you.
I tell you, if it wasn't for my Cub Cadet, I'd be miserable this year. That thing's got more miles than my snowmobile does.
I just have my kids shovel it. No, I shovel some of it too, but I don't have a very big driveway, so
Child labor.
I'm
Yep.
telling you, that's what they're
Yeah.
there for, right?
Yep.
I love getting home and seeing that it's been done already, but then it just keeps coming.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
I'm like, please just stop.
I'm hoping for 120 degrees
Yeah.
this summer.
Yes.
Where are you going, Carrie?
I'm going to Alabama.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah, going to Orange
so
Beach with the
talking about
kids.
them high temperatures.
Mm-hmm.
I hope so.
Well, it's
Man,
going to be
hope-
40 degrees when she gets
That-
I hope
Hey.
they get that
I'll be okay
severe
with it.
freeze or something like that where it's just
snowing down there again.
yeah.
You shut up. I want my money
And
back.
while you're down there, we get a heat wave or something.
Right.
I mean, if it melts all the snow before I get back, I'll be fine with that.
Yeah, that would be nice. Not too much snow, just the crap that's on our roofs right now.
You know, I was stationed in Alaska and lived here for, since 2016 up north, in Michigan anyways. This is the most snow I've seen on either one of those few.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah,
That's what everybody's been saying.
me
this year.
too. And I've lived up here like 20 years.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. You were saying that earlier, weren't you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's some snowbanks that you can't be seen.
Oh, no.
Right, and it's hard to turn from some places because you can't see
Yeah.
around them. They're so high. Yeah.
This
But-
reminds me of when we were kids. Like, honestly,
Uh-huh.
when I grew up in Petoskey, I remember not being able to see, like, driving down Mitchell Street downtown. The snowbanks were so high you couldn't even see, like, the businesses.
Jeez.
It's kind of like that here.
I like it. I
You
like it.
would.
You're crazy.
I like the trails are groomed enough to go riding on, but when you got, like, 3 feet of powder,
All right.
you don't want to get stuck.
Well, my thing about it is, why be cold if you ain't gonna have something to go do?
True.
Yeah. I'd rather it not be mud, like that muddy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's
spring.
coming though.
I hate spring just for
Yeah.
the ugliness of it. You know what I mean? Everything's brown and crappy, dead looking.
Yeah. At least the sun's coming up now by the time we're on our way to work. I like seeing the sun come up.
Yeah.
It's nice.
It's a nice change, not going to work dark and coming home dark. You know, that first couple months sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, I kind of, again, I like it.
You like the dark, huh?
My soul's just that way, I
Right.
suppose.
I was gonna say, it's because your soul.
Weirdo.
But yeah, I've always liked it. So,
Yeah.
but Carrie, what's going on with your schooling? Where
Well,
you at?
I've got to apply to some schools for my master's in social work, probably, or psychology. I kind of have a choice, so I'm going to apply to different things and see what happens with the VRE program.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
You narrow down, like, I don't know what colleges offer masters in psychology, around here anyways. I know, like, I'm
They'd
sure
be online.
U of M, state.
Yeah, there's like U of M and Michigan State. I wasn't looking at state as much as, that was one of them, but yeah, it probably won't be one of those two. Ferris
I think they only offer a bachelor's in it, don't they?
Do they?
What, Ferris?
Yeah.
In psychology.
Well, yeah. There's for psychology, that one's different than the social work. So I'm looking at a few different ones, and I couldn't tell you offhand right now.
Yeah.
But so once I get approved, I can kind of pick which one. Hopefully, I'll get approved by a few. Then I can decide from there.
Have you narrowed down your list where you're gonna apply to, where you're gonna go, or thinking of going anyways?
Yeah, between Ferris, and there was another one that I can't remember the name of it. It's out of Chicago, though.
Shake it like a salt shaker.
Chicago.
Sure.
That's where you got that from?
Really?
Where was your mind going on that one? Little John and the East Side boys here.
Right?
I thought that
Get
Ludacris was from Atlanta.
Ludicrous.
True.
That's
From
Is he?
Atlanta. Yeah.
Hot Atlanta.
Shake it like a salt shaker. I mean, that's what I was thinking.
You should be a Seminole. Be FSU.
FSU.
Okay.
When I lived in Florida, that was my college. I liked
Yeah.
that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like my favorite. That's
Okay.
the only college team I actually root for anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see though. We'll see where it goes. I'll figure something out, and I'll be doing some schooling soon.
You could go Tennessee, be a Vols, right?
The what?
What is it?
Tennessee.
Tennessee? Oh,
Tennessee. I'm
yeah.
like the Vols. I'm like, what?
Yeah. I think that's the
Oh,
name, isn't it?
Really?
Yeah.
I think so. Now, there's some
Talking
really
Talking
good-
about getting land and stuff. I mean,
There's a lot of good schools.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to
Yeah,
think
there
of-
are. There's so many. That's why it was hard to decide.
Yeah.
do you know what the deadline is?
I think it's March 31st, she said.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
Still got some time.
yeah.
Oh no, that's gonna come up real fast.
It is, yeah. I'm going to probably take
Dude.
care of it while I'm...
It's already February
vacation.
14th. Happy
Yeah.
Valentine's Day, everybody. By the way,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
how am I the one that got that one?
I was gonna say now you gotta
Well-
go get the candies and chocolate there, buddy.
Yeah.
I got my kids candies. I always do. I get them those little Russell Stover hearts, you know, with the
Oh.
with the 4 little chocolates in it every year.
I have to caveat that because that meme she showed us the other day
Oh,
after
yeah.
the board meeting.
Oh.
I was
Yeah.
laughing so hard just to give somebody perspective of this. She found a meme of those little hearts with the like I love
Cookies.
you and everything out the branch candies or whatever.
Uh-huh.
But it would it say like you got me at TRICARE,
Yeah.
Dependa, like a bunch of other stuff. But
Dependa forever.
yeah, Dependa 5. Like
It was someone that made cookies and
I'm telling you,
decorated them like those candy hearts. Yeah, it was hilarious.
that would have been hilarious to give out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And then it had one with the Air Force symbol on it.
Did it?
Yeah,
That's too funny.
pretty funny. Yep.
What do you want to put up?
I was sitting here thinking I had something about snacks in my head with that one.
Did you?
Mm.
Yeah. But I cannot. Oh. So, Wednesday, we had our committee meeting, right? Brought in a bag of cookies, those monster cookies or whatnot.
Oh, man.
You should have seen this stuff. I think Ron had 2 earlier in the day, right?
Tim had a couple while he was there,
Tim
too.
did
Mhm.
too?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You had to make sure. I was teasing about it.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah,
But-
good. He's a
yeah.
good-hearted person.
Oh, yeah,
I
he
swear.
is.
Joe was all about it though.
Was he?
That man, he ended up taking the entire bag.
He
Did he
did.
really?
Like,
Good.
Brand said, you guys take some cookies before you go. There was like 6 or 7 left.
He
and,
took that sucker.
and I
out.
saw him sticking out of his pocket in the Ziploc bag. I'm like, Joe, did you take all the cookies with you? I sure did. And he just keeps on walking.
Those things are good.
Like, okay.
I could see it.
Yeah, I had to laugh about that one.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah. And of course we got Monday off for President's Day.
Yep.
You know, speaking of president, we got that Doge with Elon Musk going on.
Uh-huh.
You know, there's been a lot of chatter
Yeah.
about it.
Making a lot of waves for sure.
And a lot of people worried about their benefits and everything, and you know, but yesterday saw that video from
The new VA secretary?
Gary.
No, Doug Holland.
Collins.
I think it's Doug Holland.
Boy, you got me thinking too. Yeah, the new VA secretary.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with that.
The guy.
Check it.
Yeah.
I think it's Gary or Doug Collins.
Yeah, that sounds right. Where did it go?
I think it's Doug Holland. Let's
It
put.
it is Doug Collins, Secretary of Veterans Affairs.
Cool.
And we shared it on our page, right?
Yeah,
the
just
statement that
Okay.
he made about
Yeah.
the benefits are not going to be touched, just like the White House announced.
Yep.
You know, and all the White House announcements they have right now on whitehouse.gov. It was in January when it was made clear that, you know, your veterans benefits, Social Security,
Yep.
are not going to be affected negatively by any of the cuts. And and he confirmed it yesterday on that little snippet that he did, which was good.
That was a good video.
He keeps doing those, and I like that because people are worried and they keep hearing rumors and what the media spreads. And
Yep, mainstream media.
And
Gotta
that
love
Yeah.
word of mouth, you know.
So much
you
truth.
tell a friend of a friend of a friend, and by the time it gets to another person, you know, that it's been blown out of proportion.
True.
right,
I like how he handled it though. It's kind of funny how and anybody can, if they're hearing this, they can go to our website and check out the video. I did post it.
yeah,
But it's just funny how he started off like, man, I've only been here a couple weeks and I can't believe I have to do this. But stop listening to the mainstream media. Like, it was kind of nice finally having a VA secretary that's very translucent and he's giving us the information we need, not every 6 months showing up on a YouTube video like the previous guy.
or
you know?
or not knowing, quote unquote, what's going on.
Right.
Yeah, it's nice to have some hope that we can know what's going on and not wonder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk about the, who's being let go, who's being fired, who's this and everything else. And a lot of it's just a lot of these hybrid jobs. You know, a lot of these people that have still not back to work, they're working from home, and there's no reason for them not to be working at an office for the VA or something like that. And a lot of them, it's just been going on for too long, but we're already starting to see he mentioned, the claims are going faster now, and things are becoming a little bit better in that video too. So
Streamlining
Yeah.
the process
Yeah.
and whatnot. So,
Yeah.
hopefully we see that effect coming up. You know,
Yeah, I hope so.
it's always a slinky effect, I feel.
yeah,
Like a little
Yeah.
bit of waves.
it'll go from like 144 days back to 70 and back to 160, and you never know how many days, you know.
And maybe they'll figure out a way to kind of, because they do sort them based on the types of claims as well. So it does depend, and it's hard for us to understand or see it to know which ones are going quicker, because different types of claims get sent to different places
Yeah.
within the country, and even I think some go to Puerto Rico to get looked at.
I think I did
There
see
is
something like that.
Yep,
Yeah.
there is one there. So just
That's crazy.
depends. But all we can do is put them in and wait and see.
God, I'm wondering how long the turnaround period for Puerto Rico would be.
Well, I mean, it's all like online stuff,
Yeah.
submitted and
Yeah.
mostly.
So went to the department head meeting yesterday. And Matt, our emergency services coordinator, on the safety committee, was talking about how Cadillac got hit with a cyber attack,
Oh,
a major cyber
really?
attack.
Holy
You know how
crap.
Grand Traverse got hit not too long ago, right?
right.
I guess Cadillac's was a lot bigger.
Oh,
And they were
really?
in their system for like 6 months prior without anybody knowing it
Oh my God.
and collecting all that data or something like that. And,
Wow.
we should really have him on here, let him expand on this a little bit more, but I'll give a little brief detail because it just blew me away a little bit, where they had to have the FBI come in, and they're still paying money out to these people to get parts of their system back.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they held it hostage, basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
my gosh.
But I guess now this is news to me. But he was telling us that part of their tactics nowadays is that they will obviously come in and take over your system and hold it ransom. But then they will if you are not complying or not paying them for it, they'll actually put a contract out for either like kidnapping your family or
Jeez.
coming
What?
to your house, giving you warnings and stuff like that. Like they're actually getting bold with that.
Wow.
Like now,
who though? I mean, who are they threatening exactly
with
those things?
So we had control of your system, right? And I don't know if it's just a normal everyday worker or if it's the actually
department head or
Wow.
who is just denying or not allowing that payment or working with them or cooperating with them. I guess it's happened a couple times where they've gone to kidnapping or threatening physical violence, and
That's terrible.
it's gang members that they're talking about doing it and stuff, and
Jeez.
and I guess it's happening.
Wow.
These gamers are kind of stupid, want to mess around with people in northern Michigan.
Well,
Like,
think about
yeah.
it. You can't be around everybody all the time, especially if you don't know the threat is there like that, or you don't take it serious,
That's nuts.
right? But
That's scary.
it is scary. It's crazy. I had no thought of them going into that kind of
Right.
precedence.
I mean, that's kind of
Wow.
ballsy to, municipal level. I mean,
But it's to the point where I guess the FBI is telling Cadillac, go ahead and just pay them because there's nothing we're going to be able to do.
really,
Oh, wow.
man, that's messed up. So now that's
I wonder the
taxpayer money.
amount on that. I wonder what
Yeah.
that is.
Well, I'm sure they'll do something on the back end, whether it's tracking it or whatnot, but that immediate, like, we can't gain your systems back. We can't get your stuff back without them,
Jeez. I guess times have changed as far as technological advances is
What's the,
scamming people and everything else.
I wonder what our emergency manager is doing about that, or how are we preventing it?
it's, he did give a big old head nod to Valerie Kraft and Dylan,
Yeah,
with
they
our
are
systems
awesome.
here and stuff like that. And, it comes down to education and training. Not allow yourself to get fished because, that's another thing too. So, the emails, that's one thing, but I guess there's phone calls that are coming in. Now I don't know the complete details on this, but where the phone calls on, there's supposed to be like some kind of noise in the background. But they're calling you. Now how they infect you from that, I don't know.
Like the ones that call from Google or whatever they
Well,
say they're from.
I do know.
I don't like that.
I know that I know this has been talked about in some training before too, but I know that they'll want you to answer certain ways, like,
Oh yeah.
like just a hello, cool, whatever, or like Matt. If I always answer my phone, Matt speaking, but I kind of feel like I should stop doing that because what they'll do is they'll take your voice and use
Record
that,
it.
yeah, to authorize something on an account, or you know what I mean, like and now with AI, I can only imagine what they can do with voice now.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's crazy.
And here we are talking on a podcast.
Yeah.
You can take my voice, fine, do it.
You ain't got a whole lot to worry about as far as
Yeah.
for me anyways. Like you ain't gonna get a whole lot of anything.
Right. Well, and you know what?
Right.
It's just like you said, good shout out to Dylan and Valerie because they're, the amount of jobs that I've had and having to deal with IT before, multiple different jobs, they are the best IT department I've ever had the pleasure of working next to. Let me tell you.
Yep.
I'm very lucky.
But it is kind of worrisome that like for Cadillac, like he's saying, they've been in their system for 6 months without them knowing it.
Wow.
That's kind of crazy. Just think of all the stuff that they could have collected and gotten.
And were there any indications of like what to look for that our county is looking for is what I'm wondering now too. Like,
yeah, I don't.
I'm curious about that.
I don't know, but it's
Yeah,
kind
we'll
of crazy,
definitely-
and I sit here and think about like for my ma, all the shit that she's gone through and getting scammed and everything like that.
Yeah.
Imagine something like that going that far.
That's nuts.
Wow.
I just can't believe there's people. I mean, I can't believe that there's people in the world like that. It's just stupid.
Like, what was it? You see that movie Beekeeper yet?
No,
No.
I haven't.
It's a movie directly on that.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, and Jason Statham
Oh
or
yeah.
whatever.
Hmm.
He plays in it, and of course he's the beekeeper, the badass that
Right.
go around and collect them.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's wild.
Yeah, he
It's-
was the transporter, right?
Yeah.
And all those other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. So
To watch that one.
yeah, y'all watched that other one yet?
Which one?
No, you're gonna ask me. Chasing Mavericks.
No.
No, not yet.
Haven't yet. I wrote it down, but I haven't watched
I
it.
watched Snow Day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy, I haven't watched that in
The
forever.
kids like it?
Right. Yeah, I think they lost interest about halfway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah. Maybe when they're older.
that guy's teeth was just killing me though.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my god.
Chris Crow or whatever his name is. Yeah.
I just remember him from Something About Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
He was also on
was
Schitt's
a good
Creek
one.
too. The weird neighbor.
Yeah, yeah. The mayor.
Yeah.
He was the mayor.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
Dude, what did I watch the other day? Oh, I don't know if you guys have ever seen. It's an app you can get on the phone or just like Netflix. It's called Angel Studios.
Mm-mm.
I've
So
heard of it though.
it's-
Yeah.
I think it's Christian based
Like
because a lot of
clean
it is kind of
movies.
very clean.
Mhm.
Movie. Well, sort of. And there was 2 movies I just watched. One was Bonhoeffer, and the other one was The Last Rifleman. And The Last Rifleman had Pierce Brosnan. Now, dude, Pierce Brosnan looked like he's near death in this movie. Like he's old looking.
No shit.
Oh.
I don't know how they. I know he's getting older and stuff, but
Hmm.
either he decided to age or whatever. But
Yeah.
that was a good movie about World War II. The last rifleman of these Irish guys that fought over in World War II, and he was like the last one. And it's kind of a sad love story. But then they had that Bonhoeffer. He was a preacher in Germany.
Mhm.
And you can definitely tell he's German. He got the blue eyes and blonde hair and everything else. But he was against the Third Reich, the Nazi regime. So he had like this underground church that he had started, and he just said, "Absolutely not. I'm not backing down or whatever." And they finally executed him, for his crimes. Just at the end of the war, the war was pretty much over with, and they still executed him.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's talk about some good movies with like a good either a really good ending or a really good history. You know, what I mean? That wasn't a really good ending, but
Right. But it was
highly
like
recommend.
reality, wasn't it? It was based on the true story.
I've been getting into those a lot lately.
Yeah. It's another one.
I want to watch A Band of Brothers again too.
Yeah.
That's a
That's a. You know, I haven't seen what is it? Pacific. I ain't seen that
really.
one yet.
Oh, that's just about as good as the Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so worth it.
I have a hard time with those movies.
Did you guys hear that?
Yes,
Mhm.
I did.
Oh, that's a bummer. Well, that's gonna make the podcast.
That's okay.
Margie just sent me a message.
Oh, is that what it
funny.
was?
Yeah, it was just an email.
Yeah.
We'll keep it. Sounds fun.
Yeah, why not? Makes it interesting.
Yeah.
So, what are y'all gonna do for dinner tonight?
I don't know.
What kind of weird question is that? What we're gonna eat
Well,
for
it's-
dinner?
I'm sitting here thinking about Chinese food now.
Yeah, that sounds good, but I won't be having
does.
that. I have no idea. Whatever my kids want.
Leftovers.
Yeah.
They're gonna have candy, I'm sure.
Now I got that Pink Floyd song stuck in my head.
Ton, you gotta go home and watch that movie. I don't even know if you can find it, to be honest with you, but Wish You Were Here. That's a good song too.
Oh yeah. I remember in tech school somebody had
Money.
their guitar with them, and we'd all sit out on the patio and they'd play that one once in a while.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep, that reminds me of it now every time I hear it.
Reminds me of my college days.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Well, I think we're gonna keep this one pretty short.
Yeah.
The big point is there's a lot of fear out there with that Doge, and not everybody knowing what's going on. So I'm happy that the secretary decided to come out and actually face that directly,
Right.
and make sure now that it gets spread and everybody understands that
Yep.
Ouija.
That
Yeah.
transparency is happening because of the Doge. Also, it seems like. So we should know what's going on, and that should be helpful to settle people down.
Well, it's just nice. It's nice that we're just getting information out from the
Yeah.
government. Because it's been since I was a child. Everything has been so muddy, and you never know what's going on. And
Yeah.
we've been lied to so many times.
Well, yeah, typical politics, no matter who's in charge or whatever, too.
Ugh.
Yeah.
JFK files. That's all I gotta say.
I still ain't seen anything come out with
Man,
that.
there's stuff that's leaking out shortly, and it's scary to think that how bad we've been lied to, and like the Rosa Parks stuff, and history is going to be rewritten here pretty soon. It's pretty wild.
They've been trying to do that for years now.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Hopefully it gets accurate, and that's all that matters.
that's it.
Right,
Accuracy.
exactly.
100% right.
Y'all think aliens are here?
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I, to me, it'd be, I guess, a little arrogant for us to think we're the only living, like, people or
Right.
beings
But, like,
in the
What
universe.
about on the planet here?
I don't know. I'm not really sure what I think about that. I don't have an opinion one way or the other.
Yeah.
I went to Area 51 of the Bahamas,
Oh.
AUTEC submarine base, the Atlantic Underwater Testing and Evaluation Center. They used to have these alien parties, like block parties on base.
Oh, yeah.
And I remember legitimately looking at my chief and laughing at the base commander of AUTEC had tinfoil on his head. And he was wearing like this alien costume and everything else, and I didn't think of anything of it until like the second week we were there, and we started seeing stuff hovering over waters and everything else. And I'm like, I'm telling you,
Damn.
Drones.
there's aliens. Now who knows what they
Yeah.
are, but
I mean,
and I don't think I was sober most of the time I was there too, so I couldn't
Well,
be seeing
there you
anything, know. So Bahamas, you gotta have fun, you know.
yeah.
So
I mean, who knows?
it
What
will
do you think?
if they are, they better let's throw a party.
Right.
At least make them on our side, at least, you know.
You know, I think it'd be arrogant and naive of us to believe that we're, like you said, we're the only things out and around here. You know,
Like,
and with as many stories as there are, I'm sure there's something.
yeah.
I'm still
Something
looking for the
around.
dog man.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I don't believe in at all, but
What? Really?
nope, not at all.
Or was it that song that's always on the radio every year?
Stupid song.
Dog Man song. It just goes on for 8
Yeah.
minutes long.
I know. I'm like, please shut this off.
Just puts Red Bear back on.
What about Big Boy? Or Big
What's
Boy? Bigfoot.
Bigfoot. Yeah, big boy.
Bigfoot.
Whatever.
Big boy.
Same thing.
He's a big boy.
I've always hoped, just because I Harry the Hendersons.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh my gosh.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know.
the movie made
Maybe.
me want one.
Maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
And Skinwalker Ranch and stuff
Oh
like
gosh,
that.
my boys, they get into all that. I'm like, that's not real, guys.
That's got me freaked out though. Sometimes, like, you know,
They
these
watch that
videos
show.
of like dogs walking on 2 legs, and then all of a sudden shape shifting and stuff. But
Yeah.
Can you imagine just see that and it just chases you.
I'd be screaming like a girl.
Oh,
That'd be the
I'd
fastest you've
Probably
ever.
pee my pants.
I would pass my PRT that day. Let me tell you. Mile and a half. Roger that. Let's go. Nope.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh gosh.
Creepy noises in the woods. There's nothing worse.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I don't mind being in the woods at night.
as long as I got my gun, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Other than
Right.
that,
So, all right. Well, I think that's a good show, good wrap up for this. We just want to make sure we got that information out here. I know it's kind of short, but again, we've been going balls to the wall here for the last 3 weeks, and we just finally found some time to get on here and
you know,
Yeah.
actually engage with you guys. So,
And I know that we have one veteran. He was in here today. I won't say his name, but you know who you are. He's always like, yeah, when are you guys going to have the next podcast?
oh yeah,
And then he gives
Yeah.
us critiques on our he's going to really like this one. I'm sure we'll hear.
oh yeah.
Like, what was that? What was that about? Yeah.
Oh, I want to put something
Fun,
out
though.
before we leave here too. And I posted this also on Facebook this morning. I stopped out to Alba on the way to work, which is great because it's in my morning commute. And right on the corner there on Alba Road, where Green Lantern is and all that, the post office, right across the street from Alba Post Office, is a new coffee company called Rustic Roast Cafe. They just opened up today, and I just want to put that out. It's always nice seeing, you know, the local community come together and stuff like that. And there was a lot of people there this morning, so it was really nice seeing that.
awesome.
Just hope them the best,
Cool.
you know.
Yeah.
Other than that, you guys have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you guys next week.
All right. Have a good one.
Bye.